The definition of entrepreneurship may change depending on who you ask. Entrepreneurs may also be viewed as value creators. What is value creation? Value creation is the shift of economic resources out of an area of lower productivity into an area of higher productivity. Let's consider a real-life example. If you were given a plastic jug, a bottle cap, and a shoe, what would you be able to produce out of these products? In a small rural village in Tanzania, a group of young kids found a very innovative use for these three seemingly unuseful objects. Using very simple tools, they were able to create a toy car. They used the plastic jug as the body of the car, the bottle cap as a steering device, and they used the sole of an old shoe as rubber for the tires. These young children used creativity and innovative thinking to make something out of what others would consider to be nothing. The young entrepreneurs used the resources available to them to create unique solutions to their problems. In this case, they solved their need and desire for entertainment. It's important to remember that entrepreneurship is not only about value creation, it's more specifically about sustainable value creation. Sustainability means to last or endure. So what does this mean for entrepreneurs? Why is this important for value creation? Let's consider an example. What can you see in this picture? At first glance, it seems like just a mere picture of a tree. But taking a closer look, we can see that it is in fact more than just a tree, but a picture of a tree and a windmill. This picture was taken in western Kenya on the shores of Lake Victoria. The story goes that a few years ago there was a Swedish man who wanted to help the community he lived in. He put up this windmill in order to pump water from Lake Victoria to the village, so that members of the community didn't have to walk back and forth each time they needed the water. The Swedish man eventually returned home. Not long after he left, the windmill stopped working. The villagers then asked the Swedish man for money to fix the windmill, but he told them he already gave them the money to build it. Therefore, since the villagers didn't have the money or knowledge to fix the windmill, they chose to return to their old methods of walking to the lake when they needed water. As we saw in this example, the windmill was not a sustainable solution to the problem the villagers faced. So what makes a solution a sustainable solution? Sustainable solutions are technologically appropriate, environmentally benign, socially acceptable, and economically sustainable. There are many opportunities for entrepreneurs to develop sustainable solutions to the problems our world currently faces. For example, problems such as lack of access to capital, deforestation, and subsistence farmers living in poverty have been addressed by entrepreneurs in the following ways. Microfinance institutions, ecotourism, and natural products were all developed by social entrepreneurs to solve these social problems. While all these solutions are at least temporary, how can we measure how sustainable the solutions are? Most people have heard of businesses wanting to meet their economic bottom line. Traditionally, corporations have focused on measuring success as profit, return on investment, sales, job creation, and monetary flow. However, in order to measure sustainability, our framework must be expanded beyond these traditional values. In the mid-1990s, the triple bottom line was introduced by John Elkington as an accounting framework that incorporated 3 levels of performance: social, economical, and environmental. It is important to note that these are just some of the ways in which the economic bottom line has been measured over time. The economic bottom line focuses on the previously stated measures of success. The environmental bottom line focuses on things such as air quality, water quality, how much energy is being used, and how much waste is produced. The social bottom line focuses on factors such as employees being treated fairly and whether or not the product and company has a positive impact on the community. In today's world, it is not acceptable to only consider the economic impact that your product or company has on a community. It's essential to include and focus on how it affects the environment and society at large. What incentive do companies have to focus on more than just what their profits are each year? As we know very well, different organizations and ventures engage with society very differently. Let's examine the full scope of social engagement. An organization can take action indirectly or directly. For our purposes, as you move up the matrix shown, the organization takes more direct action. Our horizontal axis shows that we can plot the outcome of an organization's work. It can either improve or maintain the current system, or the organization can create and sustain an entirely new equilibrium. In general, one would see many social service organizations in the upper left-hand corner. Social service organizations aren't changing the system, but they are interacting directly with the system. Another form of social engagement is found in the bottom right-hand corner, where action is indirect but a new equilibrium is created. This is where one will find social activists, such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi. Social entrepreneurship can be plotted in the upper right-hand corner. Social entrepreneurs seem to have the best of both worlds. They act directly with the system, and they create a completely new equilibrium. Social entrepreneurs aim to create value, and more importantly, sustainable value. They are focused on more than just the amount of money they're making. Social entrepreneurs are interested in how they impact the entire system. Social entrepreneurs are not content to simply solve problems. Instead, they aim to take action and create products and services that have a lasting and positive impact.